Alright, moving on to day 8. We are not doing too shabby. We've really expanded our base, so now we've got kind of a decent thing going over there. I'm thinking I might want to make a couple more chests. We don't get that done today, but just for storage purposes, the first one's full, and I usually like to have 3 chests starting out, and just having the one is maybe not the most opportune thing. Either way, I've been holding this off for a while, so I craft the thermal stone and I'm just gonna pop it. I almost pop it into the crock pot, which would not work. I don't think you can do that. But, it might be a good way to heat them up, but yeah, I don't think that's how the crock pot works. But we put it in the freezer, in the ice box, and there is good reason for us to do that. It'll actually make the thermal stone colder. You would think that the thermal stone would only be for getting hot and keeping you warm during the winter, but it actually does keep you cool during the summer as well. It's a little bit tougher to manage, but it's worth doing. So I decided to cook 2 frog's legs just to keep our hunger up for now. And since we have some time to wait before that last froggle bunwich is cooked, we just kind of look through our inventory, try and get rid of any unnecessary stuff, and I decide to run out that torch just because there's so little of it left anyways. So we do that. And we put on the umbrella. The umbrella's going to be gone pretty soon, but I figure might as well try and offset some of the dampness that we're accumulating from being rained on so much. But then I take out the shovel, so it's not really protecting us anyways. But, yeah, shovel's good. We're gonna be making good use of the shovel in the future. And look at this! More frog's legs. I don't know... Like, I feel like we're just gonna have an infinite supply of frog's legs now, because it seems like there's a never-ending war going on between that beehive and these frogs. And, you might have caught it out of the corner of your eye, I'm not sure, but, there's actually another threat looming just outside of our base that is slowly expanding. Start hearing it right here. See all these eyeballs? These are eye plants. These guys are actually attached to the Lureplant, which I go down to find the source of all these guys soon. Just as soon as I stop getting chased after by these frogs. But yeah, that thing right there, that meat bulb, I thought it was a Lureplant, but yeah. Or actually, I think it is the Lureplant. It's just meat bulb is kind of the main entity that you have to attack in order to actually defeat the thing. But yeah, it'll slowly grow out eye plants and expand its territory and eat anything that comes nearby. It'll eat your items as well, which is not fun. And then, funny enough, we find one of the strange objects. This is the crank thing. The strange objects, there are 4. They generate across the different biomes of each world. There's always 4. And then there is a 5th object called the wooden thing, which is the base where you put all of them once you've collected them all. And that's how you move from world to world. It's sort of a means of escape, but it moves you to another world. So once you get used to the progression of Don't Starve, it's more used as a way to regenerate resources that cannot be regenerated on their own. Most of them, like, there's a pretty good quantity in each world as they're generated. There's a couple different sources to get them from. Gears in particular are a... Or no, actually I think gears are replenishable now because they have a very small chance to be found in tumbleweed, which will continue spawning indefinitely. But some things do over time become limited, I think. I don't know. They really do a pretty good job giving you what you need and having multiple different ways to approach getting it. But if you, like, the most reliable ways eventually dwindle away, and if you don't want to have to chance a 1% drop chance for getting gears from tumbleweed, you can just go to a new world and, say, kill a bunch of clockwork knights that'll respawn there. Because clockwork knights spawn in very limited quantities, at least up on the surface. So So yeah, I actually didn't even I didn't notice that we had this whole extra section of forest down here, so we just kind of fill it out and explore it this episode. I was gonna explore the swamp, but I kind of took just a slight turn downwards, and now we're in a completely different biome, so I figured chop down some trees. Luckily it stopped raining on us, which is fortunate. And if you didn't notice, we have some pig houses here, which is good. We had the one up above, which always spawns near the crank thing, and then we just have another one that randomly spawned down here. And I'm just grabbing these bushes as a nearby food source, so we won't have to go trekking everywhere to get some good food in us. But yeah, we'll be able to plant the berry bushes and then use rot or manure in order to fertilize the bushes. I just start collecting them here, you know. I don't think we need a whole legion of them, and we don't even find enough to get, like, I don't know, like 20 bushes. But we'll start collecting them slowly over time. Another thing I neglected was to run back up and get our backpack. I kind of forgot about that until halfway through the episode, so I could have probably grabbed it overnight if I just ran all night with the torch, but it's some stuff I wanted to take care of back at the base. And this was not too bad. We found a wormhole, we got a piece of the strange things, one of the strange things, and overall not too bad. I keep seeing these fireflies, and I really want to find some spiders, get some silk, and craft a bug net, because if you get a straw hat, some gold, and a firefly, you can make a miner's hat, which makes running around during the night much easier. You don't have to rely on making torches all the time. You can just catch more fireflies, and that acts as fuel. And then down below there are also light bulbs, which you can use as a slightly weaker fuel source, but still valuable. The miner's cap is really useful. I think I crafted it a good couple games ago, and ever since I've always made a point to try and craft one, because it is more useful than I had imagined, than I could have imagined. It's really nice. So just clearing out the area around our base now. Since we had that unpleasant experience with the poison birch trees, I actually decide here to take a chance and chop down the 2 remaining ones. And I think from now on I'm gonna avoid planting them near our base. Maybe somewhere outside of our base, but not so close as this. It's a little too dangerous. Tree guards I can handle because they're slow, they're easy to kite, and they don't spawn little dudes. But those guys, they've got everything that annoys me. They've got little tentacles, they've got the birch nutters, just bad news. So we cut those 2 down, and that's going to be it for the episode. So sorry for the uneventful episode. Hopefully next time we'll get a little more done. So I'll see you then.